Well, welcome back. Today I'm going to be installing some rod holders on my boat here. I just got this boat last fall and needs some modifications before it's ready to fish, and what I'm going to do today is rod holders. I looked at quite a few different options to mount rod holders on a boat of this size and type and for the type of fishing that I'm going to do. And I ended up deciding to go with these Scotty triple rod holders. And I've used Scotty brand rod holders and the mounts and stuff before. Really good stuff, high quality stuff, rock solid. And so I'm going to be mounting one of these on each gunnel of my boat. And let's get going. Alright, so before I get started installing these things, let me show you what you get in the box here. You get 3 pieces in the box with these triple rod holders. This is the base that will attach to your boat, and then this middle piece, which I have already attached to the underside here, is will fit into that base. Like such, or like such. So there's 2 ways you can mount this. You can not use this piece and just have a flush mount on your boat, or you can use this base, and then this will fit right in here and lock in place, and you can rotate it and adjust it however you need. And this is what I'm going to do today. I'm going to install this base on the boat and then put this in place on top of that. There's spots for 3 Scotty rod holders here, and again, you've got adjustment not only down here, so you can turn the whole thing, but then each individual rod holder can be adjusted also. In both, I've got Scotty rod holders and I've got some Berkley rod holders, and both Berkley and Scotty will work in this base. But for some reason, this will not fit in a Berkley, but whatever. So that's going to be, you know, the kind of the finished product, and you can move these around however you need to. I think it's going to work pretty good, so let's get on to the install. So this is the gunnel of the boat here, and as you can see, I've already got one Berkley rod holder that's already here. I'm going to leave that alone, and I'm going to mount this Scotty just down just a little bit from here. And this base can be mounted one of 2 ways. It can be like this, so that your rod holder sits like that, or you can mount it on the inside like this. The rod holder fits goes into the side of the mount. On this particular boat, there's a lip right here which is not going to mount very flush, and I don't really want it down that far because then it won't fit if I have it down that far. So for this boat, I think this top mount is the best option. You know, there's lots of different boats, and so, you know, depending on what the gunnels look like on your boat, this might be a better option. Probably for a John boat, this would probably be a better option. So, you know, it all depends on your boat. But all it takes is 4 screws, 2 here, 2 there, and I'm gonna drill, and then I've got stainless steel screws. I think I'm using number 8 here. Yeah, number 8, 1.5 inch stainless steel screws, and I'm going to use some washers too, stainless steel also. Alright, where's that drill? Now for these number 8 screws, I'm using an 1/8 inch drill bit. You can use bigger screws if you want. You know, these holes in here are bigger. You could probably use even a 10 or a number 12 screw if you want. I think that would probably be a little overkill. Number 8 is going to be fine for me. I'm not doing any marlin fishing or not going to be catching any sharks. So number 8s will be rock solid. One other thing on this base here, I don't know if you can see it right there, it says inboard. Not sure exactly why they want you to point that way toward the inside of the boat. Can't really see how it would make a difference, only other than that the brand name is right there, so that if it's pointed that way, then you can read the brand name from inside the boat. So that's my guess, but anyway, I'm going to do it like they recommend anyway, with the arrow, and point the inboard arrow inboard. Now I am going to mount this as close as I can to the inner rim of the gunnel here, just so it's just don't want stuff sticking out from the boat. It's going to bump into a dock or something like that, so I'm just buttoning it right up against this piece of aluminum right here. And I'm not going to mark the holes. I'm just going to hold this in place and drill them. Make sure you put your drill bit in straight. That usually helps. And I did check, there's no wires or cables underneath here. Now you could probably use nuts and bolts instead of screws if you wanted to. And the reason I'm using screws is because there's really no way to get access up underneath here, up underneath this lip. The only way to get access back behind here would be to take out this whole section of the boat here, this whole shelf, and that'd be a ton of work. And I think the screws are going to hold just fine anyway. So, but if you wanted to do nuts and bolts, I'm sure that'd be just as good. I'm going to do the final tightening by hand, so I don't want to strip them. So I'm just, these screws are just going through a pretty thin sheet of aluminum here, so I'm not going to really crank on them. They don't need to be super tight. I certainly don't want to strip it. Okay, the mount is mounted. Let's go ahead and put this on and see how it looks. Solid. I'm shaking the whole boat with this thing. It's going to be good. Let's put the rod holders in here. See how it looks with the rod holders in. Well, there we go. Got the 3 rod holders in, and it's pretty solid. I'm pretty happy with it. I think it's going to work good. I like the adjustability of this triple rod holder. You know, you can lift these up and rotate them however you need to. And even better yet is the whole thing can lift up and rotate. You can turn it this way and cast your lines off to the back of the boat. Or if you just want to, you know, angle it a little bit one way or the other, do that and lock it down. The cool thing here too, it also has all these little slots in here, so you can put, you know, tools in here, pliers. You can hang lures from here if you need to, or I don't know, just nice little utility slots here. Alright, well, one side's done. I'm gonna go to the other side of the boat, do the exact same thing on the in the exact same spot on the other side of the boat, and show you the finished product here in a second. Alright, side number 2 is done. Looks good. Alright, here they are in all their glory. There's the one on the left side of the boat, and here's the second one I just did on the right side of the boat. These triple rod holders by Scotty are pretty awesome in my opinion. So anyway, you know, I think these Scotty rod holders are going to work real well. I didn't see really any videos online about these triple rod holders, so just thought I'd make one while I was installing them today. I hope you found that useful. Thanks for watching. See you on the next one. Is this Scotty triple mount rod holder. This is the base that can be used for mounting on just about any surface. So there's two ways you can mount this. God, that picture sucks. Whatever.